This Fleet Equipment Unscripted interview is presented by Hendrickson, a leading manufacturer of heavy-duty suspension systems and components to the global commercial transportation industry. Visit hendrickson-intl.com to learn more.
Hey everyone, Jason Morgan, Content Director for Fleet Equipment. Welcome to Fleet Equipment Unscripted. We are in Texas at the Texas Motor Speedway. We're here with Peterbilt. They just unveiled the new 567 EV, a vocational all-electric, battery electric truck. We're gonna get a walk around of the specs and we're gonna take it for a ride here around the Motor Speedway. So come along, let's see what we can learn.
Yeah, good to see everybody. So today we're gonna talk about our next evolution of heavy-duty battery electric vehicles. So we have the next generation Model 579 EV and the all-new Model 567 EV. So we're gonna start with the 579 EV. Well, both of them actually. They consist of an e-powertrain. It's PACCAR's brand new e-powertrain. And this is great. It's a building block for us. It allows us to use these vehicles for a variety of applications and cover more things for our customers, the things that our customers need. We're going to utilize this e-powertrain in the future as well, you know, for future products. It really allows us flexibility. One of the things that we had with our previous generation EVs is we were limited on wheelbases. So this is actually uses a centrally driven motor. So there's a motor where the transmission would be on a diesel truck. And that motor has everything packaged into it to drive the truck. It has 3 forward gears, it has 1 reverse gear, has an inverter. And so what that allows us to do, instead of utilizing an e-axle, is we can utilize our conventional drive line. If we do that, then we can run all the suspensions that we need. We can run all the rear axles that customers want. And so it gives us a lot more flexibility. So we utilize that architecture. You can have this in any wheelbase. It goes up to 82,000 pounds gross combined weight. One of the cool things about the e-motor is that it has an inclinometer. It has a couple of motors. So it goes into first gear if it's heavily loaded or if it's on a hill. Otherwise, it starts off in second gear and then just goes to third gear for efficient cruising. So some really good technology to help our customers be as efficient as possible, but also, you know, it can be fully loaded and easily pull away from a stop on a hill. So great performance, even better than diesel in some applications. It also, you can get it in a variety of power levels. So these trucks are all outfitted, both of these trucks are outfitted with a maximum power level, about 605 horsepower and 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. So very comparable, you know, to a 15-liter diesel engine, very powerful. Customers will like it. It has 3-stage regenerative braking, of course, that you can set that. It has the same exact controls as diesels do for the engine braking, so you just utilize that right-hand stalk and dial in however much you need for the load that you're pulling. And so we'll start with the 579 EV. We have lots of battery configurations. The 579 EV has 3 distinct battery applications. So we have a 2-string where we have batteries on both sides. Then there's a 3 battery configuration where we add another one under the hood. And then this truck has a 4 battery configuration where it adds 2 more. And so all these batteries allow us to go up to 200 miles on the 579 EV. We're also utilizing our lithium iron phosphate chemistry. So this was something that we did with our previous generation EVs, but it's the right choice. It's the perfect battery choice for commercial applications. You can use these vehicles for about 10 years or more before you actually need to replace the batteries. And as you may have known, we have a battery joint venture that we're building in northwestern Mississippi, and that joint venture will build an evolution of the lithium iron phosphate battery. So we're going to continue using it in the future as well. So the 579 EV, this is on our current 579 platform, and it gets the latest in safety and technology and efficiency. This one you can see has chassis fairings. So now you can get chassis fairings. It also has the great lighting, the best-in-class lighting package that the 579 has. So it has standard LED headlamps, very bright, very powerful. It also has our cornering, or our combination cornering, fog, and driving lights right there below. So you can get those as well. It also comes with Fusion Stop and Auto Go Advanced as standard. And a couple of great features about that Fusion level is it has pedestrian detection, automatic emergency braking with that pedestrian detection, right? So very safe. And then it also has automatic high beams. So like a high-end car, if you're just driving in the night and no one's around, it'll automatically turn on your high beams for better illumination. When it sees an oncoming vehicle, then it switches back to low beams, not to blind that vehicle. So another great thing about this vehicle is it has a unique interior. So it's ionic platinum gray interior, has some special gray stitching as well as laser etched trim panels. So very future forward, very unique, so that when a customer gets this vehicle, they know that they're driving an EV. Leverages the same great ergonomics as our 579, but they know they're driving an EV. This one also utilizes our smart display. So it's got our 13-inch digital display it's a connectivity hub, an infotainment hub. It'll, do Apple CarPlay. It'll do like your AM, FM stereo, everything like that. Take calls. You can see your contacts there. So this is great. So check it out. Go in the interior and check it out. We also did some changes to our 15-inch digital driver display. That's a great system in our diesel 579, but it has some unique attributes just for the electric vehicle. It has a power regen gauge that kind of goes back and forth to show whether you're putting power back into the batteries or you're utilizing the power of the batteries to go forward. It also has some great insights about energy efficiency and estimated range. So those are good things as well. So I'll talk about the styling. So if we kind of come here and look at the unique exterior treatment that we have. So we have a unique crown and grille here. It has these splayed bars with blue accents, as well as an EV unique grille pattern there, trying to distinguish it. It also has these matching side panels on the side of the hood, right? It has this EV unique pattern as well as blue trim there. And so if you come back here, you can kind of see the batteries. So as I talked about before, there's 4 batteries on this truck itself. So there's one on each side, kind of behind the chassis fairings, and then there's 2 up here on the back wall. So you can kind of see what we're working with. And this, of course, is our aerodynamic tractor. It's got fusion as well. As you can see, it's got blind spotter right here. It's got chassis fairings. It's got lower fairing extensions. So very aerodynamic, very efficient. Any questions about this one? Okay, so moving on to our 567 EV. Now this is really exciting, right? We're the first ones on the market with a conventional vocational product in the zero emission space. And starting with the exterior upgrades, these are kind of like the 579, so unique grille. It also has these bars with the blue accents as well. And again, we come to the side of the hood and we have our side panels with blue accents and EV unique pattern right here. And so the big thing about the 567 EV is we actually have another battery option, so we can do 5 batteries as well, going all the way up to 625 usable kilowatt hours. That's very high. And so you can get this in a max range tractor application or a vocational application. And you can get all the battery options that you can with the 579 as well. We also paid special attention to body integration. So we have 2 PTO options. We have a 25 kilowatt for PTOs that are a little bit smaller, but we also have 150 kilowatt for larger PTOs. And what's neat about those PTOs is you can actually get dash mounted switches. You can see PTO energy usage in the digital driver display. So it's well integrated, so our customers will be able to use it. The PTO you can see is right here. This is actually a new prototype that we're working on that will probably come out in the future, but it's just an example of a PTO that you can put on this truck. So it's all electric. You run high voltage, you run coolant to it, and then you can control that PTO, through the digital network, the CAN network, and it will drive a hydraulic pump. And so this is a conventional dump body. This is a Rogue dump body. It's about 15.5 yards. And so this is optimized for a California market. Another thing I didn't mention before is you can get factory installed lift axles on both these vehicles. This one has a lift axle. It's got a pusher right here that was factory installed. So this is a great California dump application. You can also get set forward and set back hoods. If you guys look under the hood, you can actually see the battery down there. It kind of just looks like a black box, but it's got all the batteries this one does and that other one. This one could go up to 250 miles. So under the hood is where we have a lot of our electronic or electric accessories, right? We have an HVAC compressor. There's a HVAC compressor for the cab as well as the battery system. The battery system's thermally controlled, so is the motor. You know, these are designed to work and excel in a variety of environments. Some are very hot, some are very cold, right? Another great feature about these vehicles is it has preconditioning. So if you have the truck plugged in, you can actually set your departure time. And when you set your departure time, the truck will wake up like an hour before you're set to depart. It'll warm up or it'll cool the batteries, and it'll warm up or cool the cab to the last temperature that you set. So when you leave, you know, you're ready to go. It's essentially the same as warming up your engine, right? And you're ready to hit the gas and do maximum performance. So the last thing I want to talk about here is we're utilizing our CCS1 charge ports. You can, of course, they come standard with AC and DC charging. AC charging, good for maintaining the batteries or just topping up for servicing. DC charging, we got a lightning fast 350 kilowatts. So that's a lot better than we had before. Before we had 150 kilowatts. Now if you have the right charger, even with these giant batteries, you can go 0 to 80% in as little as 2 hours. This truck is almost an hour and a half to fully top up, you know, to 80%. That last 20%, there's a lot of battery balancing, so that's highly variable, but you know, you get the idea that you can really charge up quickly.